So we're gonna get started with 2 packages of cream cheese. So 1, 2. They do not need to be softened because we're using the blender. You can also use a food processor. To that, we're gonna add 1 cup of sugar. We're going to add a 1/2 cup of salt, half a teaspoon of salt, sorry. 1/2 cup of whipping cream, and 3 eggs, 3 large eggs. And we'll just scrape this out to get all that precious cream out of there. And then we're just simply going to mix this until it's all smooth and free of lumps. All right, and then the next piece, you just take a square of parchment paper, give it a good crumple up, and then take your pressure cooker, small Springform pan. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna set this in the middle, and you're gonna just crinkle the edges over top, pull them over. I'm just holding it down into the corner, and there it's ready to pour in. It's really, truly this simple. I think the difficulty really, if anything, is just having the right pieces that it fits in. So let's just go ahead and pour this in. Now in this pan, it's fairly deep, so I have found that it takes close to 40 minutes in the air fryer, and you do want to be checking it every so often, so don't run away too far, but really that's the only time that you need to be involved is really just checking. So it's just this creamy puddle. And what you're gonna want to get at the ready is a lid. And so what I've discovered is this small one from the stretch fit lid fits perfectly over top of that. We don't need it yet. And what we're gonna do is pop it in the air fryer and set it for about 40 minutes. And we're gonna use an instant read meat thermometer to assess the temperature. It's going to be finished when it's at 185 degrees when you measure it about 1 inch in from the edge and 1 inch down. And when it's 185, you take it out. But first of all, it's going to get almost blackened on the top. And when it does get nice and dark, we're going to take it out, put the lid on, and keep cooking it until the temperature reads 185, and then we just take it out, let it cool, and you can refrigerate it first. We like it better that way, personal preference, so however you like it. You can serve it just as after it's cooled, or you can refrigerate it and then serve it in just little tiny slices. It's really creamy, really delicious, and a really fun way to make a cheesecake. So here's the cooled finished product. So you can see that it browned up really nicely, blistered a little bit, and it has been cooling on a cooling rack for probably 2, maybe even 3 hours. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmold it carefully. And then we can just lift it out and set it aside. And check that out. Isn't it beautiful? It looks so creamy and delicious. So what you'll be able to do, right now it's kind of heavy and feels dense and soft and a bit warm still. And so when you go to serve it, you're just going to peel this back. You have this beautiful edge. How beautiful that is. And when you serve it after it's cold, it is even creamier. So I find it a little bit almost grainy. It's not lumpy at all, but a little bit grainy, almost like a ricotta. And it's really silky and smooth when it has been chilled. It doesn't really need any adornment. Of course, you know, whatever is your personal preference, but this actually feeds a lot of people because it is so rich and dense. It's not overly sweet. It's just really So such a beautiful, entertaining dessert for any time of year, but especially in the summertime when we don't like to have the oven on. So there is the finished product, your Basque cheesecake done in the air fryer.